Scorpio, take a deep breath before reading on. What I'm about to reveal will stir layers of your soul you'd rather keep untouched. An inevitable farewell is approaching your life, and no matter how much you try to control, hold back, or prevent it, it will happen. And perhaps that's exactly why you're here now, feeling this restlessness in your chest, this feeling that something is about to end, even when you can't quite put your finger on it. There's a truth circling you like a ghost you pretend not to see, a reality that knocks on the door of your consciousness every night, but which you push away every morning. This truth has a name, a form, an expiration date, and that date is closer than you think. The farewell that's coming isn't your choice. It's a natural conclusion to something that's already dead inside, but which you've been artificially keeping alive for fear of facing the emptiness that will remain in its place. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? That situation, that person, that aspect of your life that you already know no longer makes sense, but that you continue to feed out of habit, out of fear, out of a desperate need for control. Your Scorpio soul has always known when something was coming to an end. It's your gift and your curse, to be able to sense the death of things before they're completely gone. And now you're feeling this energy of finality rising around you like an unstoppable tide. The approaching farewell isn't here to destroy you. It's here to free you from a prison you built yourself and refuse to leave. For months, maybe years, you've been carrying something you should have let go of long ago. A relationship that turned into a habit, a dream that became an obsession, a version of yourself that no longer exists, but which you insist on keeping alive. And the universe, in its relentless wisdom, has decided the time has come to force you to let go. Scorpio, you've always had a complicated relationship with endings. You prefer to be in control of when and how things end. You hate being caught off guard. You hate feeling like something is being taken from you without your permission. But here's a truth that will bother you. You have no control over this upcoming goodbye. It's already been decided on levels your conscious mind can't grasp. All you can do is choose how you'll react when it arrives. The person destined to leave your life has already begun to energetically distance themselves. You can feel it, can't you? That subtle distance, those silences that last a little longer than they should, those conversations that no longer flow as they used to. You've been trying to pull this person back, intensify the connection, make things go back to the way they were. But energy doesn't lie, and the energy between you has already shifted irreversibly. Or maybe the farewell isn't to a person. Maybe it's to a version of yourself that has refused to die. That part of you that still believes in something that reality has already proven impossible. That identity you built around a situation that no longer exists. That way of being that worked in the past, but now keeps you trapped in patterns that only generate suffering. For Scorpios born between October 23rd and November 2nd, the farewell will be primarily emotional, the end of an attachment that has controlled their life. For those born between November 3rd and 12th, it will be the end of a professional or creative phase that no longer represents who they have become. And for those born between November 13th and 22nd, the farewell will involve letting go of an image of yourself that you have long defended, but which now limits you more than it serves you. What you will all experience is the unsettling and liberating sensation of watching something die within you so that something new can be born. Because this is your deepest Scorpio nature, you are experts in death and rebirth. You know, better than any other sign, that some things must die completely so that life can continue to flow. But knowing this intellectually and experiencing it emotionally are completely different things. When the goodbye arrives, you'll feel a pain that will surprise you with its intensity. It will feel as if a part of you is being ripped away. And in many ways, that's exactly what's happening. A part of you is being surgically removed by life because it has become an emotional tumor that was impeding your growth. The pain you will feel is sacred. It is the price of real transformation. Scorpio never changes superficially. You only change when forced to go through the fire of loss, symbolic death, and the confrontation with truths you would rather avoid. And now it's your turn to go through this process once again. Not because you did anything wrong, but because you've evolved beyond the capacity to continue sustaining something that no longer suits who you've become. Over the next few weeks, you'll begin to notice signs that the farewell is approaching. Conversations that no longer happen, interest that visibly wanes, plans that are cancelled or postponed indefinitely, responses that take longer and longer to arrive. These aren't accidents or coincidences, they're preparations. The universe is gradually getting you used to the idea of absence so that when it becomes complete, the shock won't be so devastating. Your Scorpio mind will try to analyze, investigate, and figure out exactly when and how the goodbye will happen. It will try to find ways to avoid it, postpone it, negotiate it. But here's something you need to accept. There's nothing you can do to stop what's coming. The only thing you can control is how you navigate this process. You can fight the goodbye, cling desperately to what's leaving, do everything you can to keep alive something that's already dead inside. If you choose this path, the pain will be prolonged, intense, and you'll emerge from the process exhausted and bitter. Or you can honor the goodbye as a necessary rite of passage, recognizing that it comes to free you from something that no longer serves you, and use the energy of loss to transform yourself into a stronger, more authentic person. Scorpio, there's a part of you that always knew this goodbye was inevitable, a part that has observed the gradual deterioration, the lessening of intensity, the subtle but constant shift in dynamics. You've been ignoring this inner wisdom because it hurts too much to face. But now there's no escape. The truth is knocking insistently on your door, and you're going to have to open it. The person or situation about to leave your life served an important purpose. It taught you something about yourself that you couldn't have learned otherwise. It showed you hidden aspects of your personality. It forced you to develop abilities you didn't know you possessed. But now the learning is complete, and continuing to maintain that connection would be like trying to use an old map to navigate new territory. What strikes me most about your situation is that you've been through similar goodbyes before. Scorpio specializes in dramatic endings, profound transformations, emotional death and rebirth. You know you survive these internal storms. You know you always come out stronger on the other side. So why does this goodbye scare you so much? Why do you feel like this time could be different? The answer is that you attached more deeply than you expected. You created deeper emotional roots than was safe. You invested more of your identity in that connection than you should have. And now it's not just the loss of the person or situation that scares you. It's the loss of the version of yourself that existed in relation to them. It's as if you're going to die along with the goodbye. But here's the truth your Scorpio soul knows. Even when your mind resists, you won't die, you will be reborn. You will discover parts of yourself that lay dormant while you were pouring all your energy into keeping alive a connection that was already dead. You will reclaim personal power that you gave away to another person or situation. You will feel a freedom you forgot was possible. The upcoming farewell will reveal truths about yourself that will surprise you. It will show that you are stronger than you imagined, more independent than you believed, more complete than you thought. Characteristics of yourself that were hidden behind the need to maintain a specific dynamic will emerge with full force. You will rediscover who you are when you're not trying to be who someone needs you to be. In the coming weeks, as the farewell approaches, you may experience an intense emotional roller coaster. Moments of acceptance followed by moments of anger. Periods of peace preceded by outbursts of grief. This is normal. Your emotional system is processing layers and layers of attachment, fear, hope, and disillusionment. Don't try to control this process. Let it unfold at its own pace. During this period, avoid making important decisions out of desperation to avoid the farewell. Don't make promises you can't keep. Don't change fundamental aspects of who you are in the hope of reversing what's already been decided. These tactics will only prolong your agony and postpone the inevitable. Instead, use this time to prepare yourself internally for the new phase that will begin after the farewell is complete. Scorpio, one of the most powerful things you can do right now is to begin consciously saying goodbye. Instead of waiting for separation to be forced upon you, begin gradually letting go. Practice imagining your life without this person or situation. Visualize yourself free, independent, pursuing paths that this connection made impossible. At first, these exercises will hurt, but gradually you will begin to feel an energy of possibility mingling with the pain of loss. The inevitable farewell also carries a gift. It will reconnect you with parts of yourself that were left aside, interests you abandoned, dreams you postponed, aspects of your personality you minimized to fit into the dynamic that is ending. When this farewell is complete, you will have the emotional and energetic space to reclaim these lost parts of yourself. And here's something that might comfort you. Inevitable goodbyes always pave the way for equally inevitable arrivals. When you let go of what needs to go, you create a void that will be filled by something that resonates with who you've become. People, opportunities, and experiences that align with your new vibration will naturally appear in your life. But this can only happen after you create space through the goodbye. The process you're about to go through isn't just about losing something, it's about reclaiming yourself. During the time you've been attached to what's leaving, important parts of your soul have been dormant. Your creativity may have diminished, your passion may have become too controlled, your natural intensity may have been directed entirely toward maintaining a situation you didn't want to maintain. When the farewell is complete, these dormant parts of you will awaken with renewed strength. You'll feel a creative energy you haven't felt in a long time, a curiosity about life that had been replaced by constant worry, a capacity for emotion over small things that had been overshadowed by the dramatic intensity of trying to keep alive something that wanted to die. The truth is, you've been in emotional survival mode for longer than you'd like to admit, spending energy trying to resurrect something that no longer had a life of its own, investing in emotional futility instead of investing in real growth. The upcoming farewell will force you out of this survival mode and into rebirth mode. Scorpio, in the coming days, pay special attention to your dreams. They will begin to symbolically show you what's happening at the deepest levels of your psyche. You may dream of deaths, funerals, farewells, and one-way trips. Don't be alarmed by these images. They are your soul preparing you for the transformation that's coming. Also, pay attention to your physical reactions. Your body may begin to manifest emotional tension through specific symptoms. Headaches, stomach problems, muscle tension. These are ways your body processes the energy of change that's circulating through you. During this period of preparation for goodbye, be kind to yourself. Don't judge yourself for feeling anticipated grief. Don't criticize yourself for clinging to something that your logic already knows needs to end. The heart and mind operate at different speeds, and it's normal for there to be a lag time between intellectually knowing something is over and being able to emotionally let go. Allow yourself to experience anticipated grief without rushing to overcome it. Scorpio never does anything halfway, including processing loss. You need to feel the pain fully to be able to transform through it. Any attempt to accelerate or minimize this process will only result in incomplete healing that will haunt you later. The inevitable goodbye will also teach you something crucial about your own power. You'll discover that you can survive the loss of something you thought was essential to your happiness. You'll realize that your inner strength is far greater than you imagined. You'll understand that you are more resilient, more adaptable, and more capable of rebuilding than you ever believed possible. When this is all over, you'll look back and realize that this goodbye wasn't a punishment or a tragedy. It was a liberation. It was the universe taking away something that was holding you back from growing, from evolving, from becoming the most authentic and powerful version of yourself. You'll feel gratitude for the pain you felt, because it was through that pain that you were able to let go of something that no longer served you. And then one day, you'll realize you no longer constantly think about the person or situation that left, that the sharp pain has become a soft scar, that the empty space has been filled with new and better things, that you've become someone you couldn't have become had you not experienced that goodbye. Scorpio, the inevitable farewell that's approaching is actually an encounter with versions of yourself that have been waiting for freedom to emerge, an encounter with possibilities that couldn't exist while you were trapped by what's leaving, an encounter with your own strength, which you only discover when you're forced to stand alone. Don't be afraid of the coming goodbye. Just be afraid of wasting the opportunity for transformation it brings. Because in the end, you'll realize this goodbye wasn't about losing something valuable. It was about gaining yourself back. If this message has reached you, it's because you already know deep down that it's true. Your Scorpio intuition has recognized the inevitability of what's to come. Share in the comments if you've been feeling this energy of finality circulating in your life, this sense that something important is coming to an end. Your experiences will help other Scorpios recognize and honor their own processes of farewell and transformation. Subscribe to the channel because what happens after this inevitable goodbye is as important as the goodbye itself. You'll need guidance on how to navigate the period of emptiness that comes after great loss, how to recognize and embrace the new possibilities that will emerge, and how to use the energy of transformation to create a more authentic and powerful life. The farewell is coming. You can feel it in the air, you can see it in the signs, you can sense it in the subtle shift of energy around you. Don't fight it. Don't try to control it. Let it happen and trust that on the other side of this symbolic death, a stronger, truer version of you is waiting to be born.